Hello, everyone's. I am here for American Horror Story 1984, Season 9, Episode 2 review. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you're a family member, you're one of my peoples, welcome back. Now, y'all, this whole week, I've been trying to figure out, like, who the killer is. Because I'm starting to not think that Mr. Jingles was responsible for the murders that happened in the 1970s. Mainly because, well, when he killed the orderly dude at the hospital, he just killed him and went on about his business. He didn't take off his ear. The dude at the little gas station mechanic, he didn't cut off his ears. At least we didn't see he's cut off his ears. And Margaret, her whole situation, it don't make no sense. It's like, if these people hadn't showed up to be camp counselors, you wouldn't have been able to open up the camp. And on top of that, you've been acting a little bit creepy as it is. It's just a lot of stuff, and like, I'm questioning. Like, I don't know who to trust for real. Well, I know Rita, she not the killer, and Jonas is not the killer. But like everybody else, I don't know who the killer is. Well, like, I know it's not Rita, and I know it's not Jonas. We can already X them out, but we're gonna get to that a little bit later. But like Ray and his little duck in the back, he not the killer. Dude who was trying to have sex with Montana, he not the killer. Extra athlete dude, I know he's not the killer, but like everybody else, y'all could be it. But I'm not 100% certain that Mr. Jingles is the original killer. But anyways, Dr. Lady from the mental hospital thought it was a good idea to go to the camp since Mr. Jingles is on the loose. Like, this is where he last had his, kills in the 70s, so naturally he's gonna go back to this place. But she doesn't call back up. It's late at night. It's so many things that says, you in danger, girl. Turn around. Like something. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you out here at night? You didn't call the police. You done none of these things. You just show up at the camp like, hey, Mr. Jingles on the loose. And then Margaret, she being creepy because you done walked into Margaret's closet and she comes sliding out like, what's his name? Tom Cruise in that movie where he just like slid into the room. She comes sliding in all creepy like, what are you doing in my room? I'm here to let you know that Mr. Jingles is on the loose. So you need to close down this camp. This can't happen. We can't have kids out here when this man is out on the loose. But Margaret thinks, I got a gun. I'm protected. I'm cool. But what are you going to do if you out and about in the woods and he come up? Your gun is in your drawer unless you keeping it on you. But like, I don't think your gun is going to work. It sure, I was just like, okay, this what we doing? All right. So, Dr. Lady, is she's, leaving the premises, she get a flat tire. Now, it's nighttime. She done caught a flat tire, and mysteriously, a record truck comes out of nowhere. Now, we out in the middle of the woods. Now, why would this record truck be out there? I don't know why she didn't want these things, but she proceeds to roll down the window and stick her full head out. Like, hey, I think it's a flat. You ain't asking why this record truck is out here in the woods. It just didn't make no sense at all. I'm just looking. I think this season is going to be me like, what are y'all thinking? Like, this can't be serious. Like, you know that this dude is out here on the loose. You done got this flat tire. And you rolling your windows and sticking your head all the way out the window. Like, we couldn't wait until the morning. We couldn't call for backup. We couldn't call the police officer, the sheriff's office, somebody. But anyways, it's Mr. Jingles. And he breaks the window with one smooth hit and pulls her all the way out. See, if you had not been there at nighttime by yourself, maybe this wouldn't have happened. But now you dead because he done bashed you in the head with whatever was in your tire. And he done ripped your ear off. So now you can't do nothing because you dead. See, it's like, I told y'all, nothing good comes out of the woods. And now, because she didn't think to get back up, she dead. And Mr. Jingles is still out on the loose. Although I don't, even though he didn't kill several people, I just don't think he's original. He's a killer from the original one. I think it's just that I've been locked up for the past 14, 15 years, and I done got angry because I've been labeled as a killer. I'm not sure why he wasn't in prison, locked up securely on death row, but hey, I wasn't at the trial. So Brooke gets to tell on this very, very sad story about her wedding day. Now, I knew something that was up with the groom as she was walking down the aisle, because she's over there just happy, everybody's smiling, but the groom looked like he don't want to be there. So was they saying the vows, he looking like, you cheated on me, didn't you? Because the best man said something. He's like, he was at your house last night. I came by your house to tell you that I couldn't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. And he walked in and he didn't leave till the next morning. You was out here cheating on me, wasn't you? He was already a jealous type, so I don't know how that marriage was going to go, but she was going through with it anyways. But anyways, she was like, you know I don't like being in the house by myself. He passed out and nothing happened. Dude had a gun on him, turned around and just shot best man dead in the head, shot the girl's daddy dead in the chest, then hugs up on her and said, you made me do this. You know it's always somebody crazy that kills several folks, but it's your fault. And then he just kills himself right there. This happened a year ago. All because she don't like being at home by herself. And I'm like, you couldn't invite one of your homegirls over? They couldn't have spent the night with you? You couldn't have spent the night at your mom and daddy's house? You had to invite the best man over even though y'all wasn't doing nothing? I'm just saying. You should have been over your mom and daddy's house, or stayed the night at your homegirl's house, or had the homegirl stay the night at your house. But anyway, why was he going over your house in the first place? And I don't know. They didn't get all into that. But I'm like, that was very, sad. Like on your wedding day? He could have just not showed up, but he wanted to do all this like that. Child. But anyways, it's nighttime, and they just steady just walking in these woods. Xavier gets scooped up by some creepy dude that throws him in the back of a limo, because I guess Xavier wanted to be this top actor, and this dude was like, well, if you do a little gay porn, then I can make you a star. But Xavier's not gay, and he don't want to do that no more. He want to be an A-list star, and he can't be out here doing gay porn because this is the 80s, and this was unacceptable. But dude got copies and is like, I will take these copies and I will show it to your friends, to your work. I will find your drunk of a mother. I will do all of these things. So Xavier has no choice but to, I have somebody better. So he takes him over there to see old dude whose name escapes me, who was trying to have sex with Montana in the lake last episode. And dude, I don't know where this peephole came from, or he made the peephole himself, but he over there looking at the rest of the dudes as they taking a shower. Now, as he's watching, for whatever reason, Xavier decides to just run away. I'm like, where'd you run into? Like, okay. And then dude just gets killed. Now, we don't see who kills him. All we see is a knife go through his head and out his eye. But I'm like, that knife went in a little too easily, because you gotta think, you got skull, and skull is hard. You just can't go through it like you somebody on The Walking Dead, and their head is all mushy, and the bone, their skull is like very fragile. It's like, this is not The Walking Dead. That knife went in too easy. It wasn't it was just a boop, and he was dead. But I guess Xavier would have been dead too had he stayed there. But he ran away, and he was saved. And I'm like, child. Now, Brooke is running through the woods yet again, because the Night Stalker then found her. How did he find her? He already told her that, Satan was going to lead her there. But she was already freaked out because she didn't see a dead body in the lake. Now the Night Stalker is here yet again to get her. But for mysterious reasons, there happened to be some kind of pole just right there for her to use to knock dude out, for her to run through the woods yet again. I'm like, how many times is this young lady gonna be running through the woods? Now, I know this is a scary movie, and this is kind of like Scary Movie 101, super secret movie rules. that if it's some scary movie that, you know, the damsel has to run through the woods and all of these things. But I was getting tired of her running through the woods, and we only on episode 2. Okay. And then as she's running, she runs into Jonas. I'm like, where'd Jonas come from? And like, the Night Stalker like stabs Jonas, and Jonas like, I'm not supposed to die here. I'm like, hold up, what do you mean you're not supposed to die here? Where are you supposed to die that you know where you going? Like, you know when. That was like, I was like, hold up now, I'm gonna need some more explaining to this, because I'm not supposed to die here. That seemed like something, I don't know what, but I'm like, I don't know. And next thing you know, Rita, she in there listening to her music, just all this and all this. Girl, we done already had somebody talk about some, I done seen this dead body and somebody chasing me. We shouldn't be having music blasted where we can't hear anything. But she done got, you know, stabbed up by Mr. Jingles. So is this where, you know, you get killed at the lake at this camp that you can only go so far? Like Murder House and Hotel? Is this what you telling us? Because if it is, I'm not really appreciating that. But anyways, Night Stalker dude kills Jonas again. Like, he was like, dude, didn't I just kill you? I mean, I cut you in the stomach. I seen your guts come out. So how is it your guts are no longer out and they are in? Like, what's going on? So he like stabs him in the neck. So he got to go to Margaret to get some answers. Like, I just killed this dude twice. But they are having like the calmest conversation about him killing this dude twice. And she doesn't seem to be at all like scared or anything. Like, he's just telling the story of his life. Like, they've known each other. Well, I guess if you've known each other for years, you know, you would know these things. Like this is his therapist. Like, I was doomed from the beginning. My mom was working at a factory and she inhaled all these fumes. And I was poisoned before I was born. And then my daddy was raggedy. I guess that was a daddy. And I got hit in the head with this swing and I started having seizures. I was in full seizure mode. And my mom and daddy was outside, you know, hollering at each other. But he want to know about Jonas. Because he like, I killed this dude twice. And this is kind of messing with his head. But it's messing with my head that these two were having this serious and conversation. Just a casual conversation. But she was like, I'm going to need you to go out there and get this mysterious counselor. And, you know, get rid of him. Like, send him away. Because I can't have him around and scaring the little children. Could you do that for me, Mr. Killer Man? I like, okay, so after he does that, are you going to ask him politely to leave the camp and not scare the children? Because he done already told you he done killed at least, well, I guess you can't kill somebody who's already dead. But he done already told you he didn't kill somebody. Well, I guess he was already dead, so he can't kill. He told you he thought he's killed somebody. But he didn't know the person was dead yet. But I'm like, So, after finding, Mr. Creepy peeping at the dudes having a shower, the group was like, you know what? We not doing this no more. We finna chuck the deuce. And we getting up out of here. I'm like, thank you. But I knew it wasn't going to be that easy because, like, this is a scary movie. They have to be there to get killed. So, the car, the van they was driving in finally starts going and everybody's high-fiving. They happy. And then they hit Rita. She's running. She popped out of nowhere. Of course, you know, we got to have things that prevent them from leaving the camp. But, like, this is the second time y'all hit somebody and they just pop back up like ain't nothing happened. Like, ain't nobody noticing things like this. Like, you shouldn't be up and walking. You should at least have a broke arm, a broke toe. Something about you should be broke. And it's not. And this is the second time. But nobody is noticing it. I don't know if it's the adrenaline, they scared, or what have you. But we need to get keys to get up out of here. It's Brooke, Montana, Ray, Xavier, Exercise Dude. Dude that was trying to get with Montana. And now Rita. We got 7 people. Because we not even caring about Margaret at this time. We just on survival mode. We got 7 people need to get up out of here. And one of the vehicles we're going to use is a motorcycle. So what do we do because it's a scary movie? We break off into groups. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to break off into groups so that we can get these keys to these vehicles so we can get up out of here. But y'all know that's not going to turn out right. It never does. Okay, then we got the keys. Now, Margaret is in the woods by herself, just casually, not scared at all. And she runs across Jonas, and she recognizes him, and he sort of recognizes her, but like, you look older, like, older, like, what's going on, bro? He's confused, I'm confused, and he's like, he remembers some things, and she looked slightly like, what do you remember? He's like, it was a lot of blood, I saw you standing there, so that sign right there tells me she had something to do with it, because why are you standing there after all these people that got killed? So he runs off and just like, I ain't got time to save you because whoever's killing everybody else may be in there with you. So he runs off and uses the telephone. It's not working. So he runs and gets hit by Mr. Jingles. And Mr. Jingles kills him and cuts off his ear. Now, I don't know if it was like Mr. Jingles accidentally hit him and he was like, oh snap, I can get in trouble, so let me go ahead and kill him. Because I don't know why it is in like a lot of Lifetime movies and like be seeing these on the ID channel. I didn't mean to kill her, but since she died, I covered it up and I did this, that, and the third type of situation. So I'm thinking that's kind of what happened. And this will last a little bit. Got on my nerves because we didn't found the keys. It's time for us to go ahead and get up out of here. But Xavier is freaking out because like, oh my goodness, it's all my fault. It's all my fault. Like, I knew that dude that was over there. He's over there in the corner shaking and doing all this. This not the time. We don't have time for you to break them down right now. Things are messed up. People are dying. We need to get out of here. And if you feel the need that you can't handle yourself, you need to stay right here while we go ahead and chuck the deuce and get up out of here. Alright? So, I still don't know who the killer is. And it's getting on my nerve. And it's so much pushing me to think that it is Margaret. Because, like, you trying to get this camp back up and running. I'm not, you saying because it's therapeutic and all this stuff, but you spent your husband's life insurance money to open up a place where you almost died, and then we find out that you was just standing up all casually after everybody that got killed and everything. And what is it about doggone it Jonas been here since the 70s? Like, what made him, was he just roaming around for all this time? Like, what's good? I need to know some more. So y'all, that was just, if I left anything out, by all means leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It is free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on so with my beautiful face puts up a video, you can click on it, you can like it, you can share it with your people. If you're returning, you're a family member. If you're returning, you're a family member, you're one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.